Set to go as their Eagles will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is going to have a... Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 120.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Shotgun to give to Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. To his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
Getting this quickly to Berrios. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1, for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there, because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Under 10, 10. Whip. Watch the whip. You got time. You got time.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A quick throw here out to Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
58 yards on the ground for him so far. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Garoppolo's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. Let's go. Check one.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They run it again with Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
A give. This is Kamara working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
try to pound it in. Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Kamara. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Kick this one away, and up it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This is Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 11. 13.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 39, Garoppolo throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. Troy Pride that time gets the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Fourth quarter 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A nice run leaves him just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run it in with Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Herbert going to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Herbert to throw. He It's complete. Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
56,
Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco.